Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Guys, we're going strong right now. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I've been training every day, lifting weights. And yesterday I was about to do a rest day and I decided that I wasn't going to because, no, I did, but, and in the end of the day, but I kind of regret it because I was really tired. Today I'm not gonna train. Let me take this out to get some sun. But yeah, today I'm not gonna train, probably gonna run only. Um, but everything going right. I'm gonna go full in. My mindset finally shift where now I'm gonna go full in on my live streams on Rumble. I have one video that I made 200 views already, and I see that growing, right? So we are gonna go full in on that. And yeah, man, today is my 4th week on Semen retention, and things are going good. Like, things shift, to be honest. Before I was always desiring to of before, I'm gonna be honest, it kind of being it's awkward to talk about it, but before I was always desiring to masturbate, right? I was thinking as something that was like enjoyable, and now I cannot look at that. I don't look at it the same every time, even though I have strong urges. I think about it, and I think it's really goofy. It's really um, weird and just a loser thing to do. I cannot see myself grabbing my own thing, and it's just pathetic. I see it on a third person. What's happening is just so pathetic. Me being so muscular, so masculine. I think, or I see myself an attractive person, and seeing so many beautiful females that I can talk to do that thing is just cowards and pathetic, because you truly and naturally desire sex, and touching yourself is just absurd, and you have to think about that kid mentality that you used to have where you don't get what you want, so now you are lashing off. That thing, that you are a man now, you are a grown-ass man, so you have to behave as so. You desire sex, we always desire that as a man. um, that's something you always want, and it gets harder and harder the more uh, the longer you are retaining, right? Because your body start telling like, yo, I have a lot of life force packed up to give you a child, and you're not using it, right? And so it gets harder and harder. The urges are increasing. But one thing I notice every time I go for a run is my desire to talk with a female cold approach is way bigger. And I even got to the position where I was ready to, I wanted to, and I was on it. But at that time I was not alone, and I was with my parents. They came in the weekend, so was like kind of impossible to do it. But I see that the more I go in this journey, the more desire I have to talk with females, cold approach, and just see what's going on. Even in dating sites, I've been using too, and I hadn't messaged nobody, but I had some hot girls connect with me, which was my surprise. I think having good photos is a big thing, and I have a great photo. It's the same in my the photo that I have now on my channel, um, and it looks really cool. I look really good on it. Even myself got surprised, like, wow, I really developed a great physique. And that's it. It's like, if you really are that desirable, and that's talking to myself and explaining it to you. If you really are that desirable, go talk to a woman. Go try to have that relationship, that intercourse. Because you can whine all you want. You really have a great urges. So do something about it. The answer is not to sheep code, just like you are, just like when you're sad and you go smoke weed, or when you have the sexual desire and you go masturbate. That's kid stuff, you know. You are skipping the truth that is not what you really, is not what you want, but is not what was not made to do. Is not made to do. You are just running away from the real hard situation, and the hard situation is that you are gonna take out. You have to take yourself out of that comfort. You will feel discomfort just to speak with a woman and know that you can face rejection, right? So that's why you keep on the kid stuff. But once I see myself in this position where masturbation is such a kid stuff, is so uh, weak, that I cannot do it no more, because I don't see myself doing that. It is embarrassing. It's an embarrassing thing to do. You being alone, beating your, let's say it's kind of is weird. I don't even like to talk about it, but it's not cool. It's not cool whatsoever. I think it's an embarrassment. You see yourself as an attractive male, and there's a bunch of attractive males having intercourse, and then you are alone sitting on a chair doing your to yourself. Like, it's pathetic, you know. And I have so much self-respect for myself now that I cannot do that no more. It's embarrassing. It's an embarrassing thing to do. And I did decided to grow, and I had grown. I feel way more like a man now, so I cannot do that. So that's the shift. Before I was still, I did it. I started doing because I want to improve. Then I did it for religion. I also did for religion reasons, but then it was just religion reasons. And now is literally a point where I'm not gonna embarrass myself doing something really corny that is kind of pathetic for a male to do. Is show you don't have respect for yourself, because look at yourself, literally look at yourself, is an embarrassment. Instead of you improving and doing the hard work to have a mate just like any man, you are putting yourself in a chair and beating up like a loser, you know. And I cannot do that stuff no more. It snapped for me. I cannot do these embarrassing things. So even though it might get tougher and tougher, the answer is to talk with a female and put things going, work for it. I'm not gonna. I just It's just not for me. I don't think it's not for nobody, but finally quick, where it's not really acceptable even. It's not something I will feel proud. It's really embarrassing. And I had a couple of days ago, I fell short, and I was indulging on that. And the moment I started, it was like, what am I doing? This is embarrassing, and I never felt that way. So now every time I feel urges, I realize that it's too embarrassing for me. It's too corny. And even that time, I couldn't even enjoy myself, because, like, what am I doing? This is so pathetic. Instead of having a girl with me, I'm doing this alone here. It's so pathetic. It's so useless. And yeah, it clicked. It clicked. It's like, I cannot do it that no more. Even though even me indulging on that was like a quick stop, because, like, nah, I cannot do this. So is a grow is a awareness that I finally got, and that's really good. And now I'm gonna focus entirely of lifting weights, improving, getting more muscular, getting more masculine. To me, semen retention at this point, I do start to feel like it's not that self-improvement thing where it's like, oh, I'm improving, I'm having these benefits. It's no more that. And I'm finally realizing that it's more about this. It's your natural form. That is your natural form. We are not supposed to be doing that stuff. You know, you're only supposed to liberate yourself or release yourself when you have sex. You're not supposed to touch yourself. It's weird. And I'm getting to this awareness that this is my natural self. This is not all these benefits. Is that's how you should be naturally. You know, your natural self should be like this. You have an energy made for making you masculine, made for making you more confident, making you more assertive, making you be more risk taker and outgoing. That's your natural self. It is not, oh, now that I'm doing this practice, I'm getting like this just because before you were a junkie, before you were like a kid, behaving like a kid, uh, desiring the lollipop and getting crying and whining like a kid when you don't get it. And now you realize that there's work to get things and there's responsibilities to get things. And when you respect yourself, you don't see you doing these corny kiddie things, you know. And that's just a realization that I'm on. And I don't think it was because it was the 4th week this time. I think it was because first the 92 days that made me realize and me stop working, smoking and quitting all my other addictions. Then the 42 days that I did, 41 days I think, where it was really hard and I was not feeling at that point like that, but I felt a growth on my spiritual side, and I realized after relapsing how bad it was and how there are literal demons attacking you. And this time I really realized for finally the growth where it's corny, is really corny, is not something I see myself doing again. It's disrespectful for your own self, and I like to think it's over it, to be honest. Um, and yeah, now I'm gonna focus on my grind. I'm gonna focus on my live streams. That's where I really wanna have success. And hopefully I will try my best. If that's not a choice, I will just have to have a work because I need money. You guys know I live alone, and even for providing for a girl, like I need to step up, and that's something I've been thinking. Is like I have these girls connecting with me. I'm getting more desire and more forced to go to talk with females, cold approach, but I don't really got it to a point where if they went to live with me, I could provide like that, you know. So, and that's the thing I need, because that I desire a traditional woman who gonna clean, serve me, cook, and yeah, satisfy me, do everything that I want. But for that, I need to put my part on the table too. It's not just the protective side or having a house. I also need to provide. I also need to be able to buy her everything that's necessary, you know. So that's the part where I need to level up now. I'm a grown ass man. I'm live alone. I'm done with the cornish stuff, and that's the awareness that I got, and that's the route I'm gonna go full life on Rumble every day. Try to really step it up and see if I can be a professional streamer. If not, I'm gonna have to find a job or other way. But that's how we're going for now. And I just want to share you that that's what I learned, and I hope you guys get to that point too, because it's a realization, it's a growth where you truly see that these things, the old self things, and all this talk about this addiction and all that is kind of corny, doing itself, you know. And I hope you guys acknowledge someday or realize that it is kid stuff, and it is lack of manhood and lack of responsibility for your part, from not going to do what's supposed to do, and instead trying to do a shortcut that is not fulfilled. You'll not fulfill, because there's a difference between a man and a child, and a man do the work that is needed to be done, and the child just don't get that responsibility. So if you want to grow, This is the path, this is the journey. Keep going, guys. Let's go strong. See you guys in the next video. Bye.